Welcome Krystian Leonard to the stage.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to say how fabulous all the girls look tonight, and thank you for having me here. So if your daughters or your friends or your roommates are out here, just give them one more round of applause. It's a very great thing that they're doing tonight. So my name is Krystian Leonard. I am a student here at West Virginia University, and I wanted to talk to you guys about finding your inner self and being undeniably beautiful just the way that you are. Most everyone in this room is familiar with the story of Beauty and the Beast, a popular love story sharing the ultimate example of love and acceptance. The Beast is disfigured and grotesque, unworthy of love, cursed for his arrogance, being forced to humbly seek someone who would love him despite what he appeared to be on the outside, until he found someone who could love him for who he was on the inside. The Beast was the result of his own real-life drama karma. Because he failed miserably in the empathy category in life, he became a reflection of his ugly heart and thus cursed the Beast. And yet, as we watch this tale play out, we see how he struggles to be kind and caring despite his anger and resentment. And just like most young girls in this room, I grew up pretending and imagining my life as a perfect princess. But at playtime, I was cast as anything but the princess. Instead, I had to play the villain. I was the Beast. Not by choice, but only because of a few friends thought that my scars were ugly. I had to have surgery as a young girl, which left me with a 9-inch scar on the front of my thigh. And when I was a little older, I had to have another surgery on my lower back, and it was these scars that stood out and showed my imperfection, my flaws. And we all know that bullies love to pick out what is wrong with us, and my wrong was visible. What I could not have understood then was that the words and bullying I endured are actually what made me the Beast, in the best way possible. I became anxious, isolated, and had few friends, and at times I was a little resentful. But what I learned was to be independent, forgiving, and to love myself from the inside out. My scars would not define or limit the amount of beautiful that I chose to be. It was a very difficult journey, but one that is still changing my life in a positive way today. And perfection had absolutely nothing to do with it. Scars and imperfections impact children, teens, and adults in a very real and at times in very life-changing ways. A study in 2004 by Alan Slater and his colleagues at the University of Exeter found that newborn babies prefer to look at attractive faces. Slater stated, "Attractiveness is not in the eye of the beholder, it's innate to a newborn infant." Because of my experience with visible scars and bullying at such a young age, my perception of what beauty is challenged my thoughts on perfection. At that time, only the perfect were beautiful, successful, and popular. Perfection is really overused and, in my opinion, overrated. I actually despise the word perfect. Dr. Bryn Brown studied vulnerability, worthiness, shame, and courage at the University of Houston's Graduate College of Social Work, and had to say this during a 2013 interview with Oprah. "I call perfectionism the 20-ton shield. We carry it around, thinking it's going to protect us from being hurt, but it protects us from being seen." Even in today's advertising market, with some of the largest brands attempting to show they are open to imperfection, there is a push for perfect. One article covering the good, the bad, and the ugly of Dove campaign, Real Beauty, shared this evidence in Dove's casting calls, which read, "No tattoos, no scars, flawless skin, beautiful hair, and bodies that fall nicely between not too curvy and not too athletic." Perfectionism is a disease that is following us around like a dark cloud. It's time to break up with this has-been ideal and embrace our imperfect awesomeness that makes each of us unique and wonderful. So stop chasing the word around and start being your own flawsome self. We all have flaws and scars. Sometimes they are visible, sometimes they are hidden. Be kind to yourself. You are the only one holding yourself back from being truly beautiful on the inside and out. Last year, I was faced with another body struggle as I had to have surgery not once but twice to remove benign lipoma tumors. My body did not feel beautiful, none of my clothes fit, I was in pain, and my body decided it couldn't eat gluten, which was totally miserable. I had plans, I had school, I had work, and being sick or staying at home trying to heal was not what I wanted, nor what I thought I needed. I felt like a beast again, but for only a short while. I knew better this time, and I embraced the changes, decided to love my new curves and my scars, and I gave myself a break. That break was greeted by a wonderful new project working for Lady Gaga and her Born This Way Foundation as a Channel Kindness reporter. I met her mom, Cynthia Germanata, in New York, who co-founded Born This Way with her daughter. She is a former WVU cheerleader and WVU alumni and is a West Virginia native. This experience was truly a godsend to me. I met impactful peers from all over the country who are standing up and leading in ways to shine a positive light in their communities. And I have been able to share the stories of people in West Virginia who are doing extraordinary things every day and go unnoticed, choosing to live a life of kindness. What last year has taught me is that life will continue to give us challenges and changes, but how we choose to react to those changes is what will define our next step. My hope is for everyone in this room to learn to embrace your true self every day, not the stigma or the stereotype given out by your peers or by society. You alone should be the only one to ever define who you will become, who you will be, and who you are. Embrace your imperfections, love your flaws, and shine through your scars, and be unconditionally and unforgivably you. Thank you.